Let's go. So I'm trying out Esper Sinkhole Control, which has done well in the past couple 5-0 dumps. I've seen it in there a couple times. It seems pretty interesting. Just from what I'm looking at, it's basically you stifle and sinkhole the shit out of them, and then Daze is pretty good when they don't have lands. You know, Well buys everything back, which I guess is better than Murktide. Um, Not having played the deck, getting back sinkholes and stuff is probably pretty funny. So, but yeah, just like counter magic and shit, and then your normal sideboard stuff. We got some plague engineers, opposition agents, force negations, dress downs, surgicals. Yeah, 3 surgicals is pretty good, given reanimator being around everywhere. So 3, and then some decent game against some of the combo decks. 2 null rod effects versus like 8 cast and everything. So deck seems pretty sweet. Let's run it through a league and let's see what happens. I think I have a chest. I tried this earlier and went 3-2. Sort of trying to get used to it. Ruined Halo. Oh yeah, $4.50. Not bad. Double my money. All right. Do it to it. Boop, 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 boop. See how long it takes us to get paired. Not long. Look at that. The opposite of jinxing myself. Oh, this thing is in a weird spot. And I guess that's right. Yeah, I'm thinking about my record. Kahira. So it's that lands. Lands is probably a very difficult matchup since we don't have any we have no basics. So. Get rid of ending. Yeah, lands is gonna be real hard game 1. How do they always have that? Always with the exploration. Oof. I can stifle this and stop this from getting mana. I was gonna wasteland it, right? And then they have Loam and we lose, I'm pretty sure is how it's gonna play out. Yeah, so this is over. Not gonna waste anyone's time. Lose to the nut hand from lands. And the deck that's not good against lands. That seems like it was pretty much expected. I think that's what we want. I don't think we want sinkholes. Seems like Daze and Sinkhole both seem like pretty bad, right? Like Sinkhole, Life from the Loam Exploration deck. Stifling Wastelands and stuff seems like it could be feasible. We can even cut a Sinkhole for like a Stony or something. Let's go with Null Rod. Since they're on the Saga version and retrofitters and stuff. Maybe even the second, maybe Stony is even worth it over like the fourth Force Well. Force isn't really that great against them. So, yeah, we'll see. This seems like a very unfavorable matchup though. Like, what do you do with this hand? Like, you hold up, what, Stifle? Do you Ponder? You could hold up Stifle, then Brainstorm on their turn. No Force and Negation or Surgical if they have, like, a really good hand. But you have... I think it's hard with the cantrip. I think we can just go Underground, see, pass, end of turn Brainstorm if we don't have to Stifle. We can always just Ponder also. Actually, let's just Ponder on turn 1. Try to find land drops. Oh, that's fucking rough. If we get Wasteland, we're fucked. Of course, it's the one non-blue land. I'm actually gonna shuffle. Shuffle. We hit the dot. We hit it again. Exploration. They just can't not have it. And then into Wasteland, obviously. I don't understand how people lose ever. Oh man. Top deck that for a green source. God, that's so fucking unlucky for us. Like, it's just so astronomically unlucky. And we have Loam in hand. Alright, so once we surgical that Loam, we might have a chance. Save this for later. So they're on Punishing Fire, 2 Exploration, 2 Endurance. Okay. Sure. Wow, it sucks. Alright. Crop rotation. Sure. Probably get Saga, right? Oh wow, just going for it. That's good for us. Cool. Alright. That's so fucking insane. Very good for us considering we have the Brazen Bar, but crop rotation and dark depths, that's just so bananas. Oh man. Did you draw Pyroblast too? That'd be pretty funny. What? Sure. Alright, so we'll just play Brazen Bar and start attacking. They did crop route that maze away, so that's good for us. Alright. They really drew Blast. They run 3 Blast and they drew 2 of them. That's pretty funny. No way I could force negation that. Alright. They have 1 depths left, but they don't have any stages. I can snap Ponder. No, I'll hold up like snap Brainstorm because I have to hardcast force negation on a Valakut exploration. No way it's punishing fire, right? Okay, here, okay. Maybe I was supposed to just hold my snaps for surgical, but I feel like I just need to win, right? Oh, that's excellent. That's real good. Buy back the snap. We're in a pretty good spot now. They have the... Yep. Cool. Forager, get back. Swords, Ponder, Surgical, Swords, blue, blue. Well, whale's looking pretty good here. Yeah, concession whale. All right, those surgicals, and then their aggressiveness. It's funny because if they just all they had to do was get Saga, like if they crop out for Saga and just start making tokens, and they had Sage to copy it, like absolutely fucked, right? So that was pretty fortunate. And speaking of Saga, they run 4. Bring some dress downs in. And they run the 4 diamonds, no retrofitter. What if you take null rods out and just have the... So they don't have retrofitter, I think Drillstone's just better than. And... tight for the last one. Could be a Stifle. Stifle actually is not that great. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, surgical MVP though. Yeah, you gotta keep it right. I'm just nervous about any hand literally without surgical. I mean, but I do have 2 mana, which is nice. We have an answer to constructs and an answer to dark depths. But yeah, last game Surgical and Wasteland and Loam just made it. Look at that. Zandal's coming in with the 8 months. Get after it. Look at that. You see on the bottom right there, sub goal. 2 out of 10. That's what I like to see. Thank you for the support. Look at this. Founder. Founder badge. What a guy. Is this a keep? And you got Guido's name out of there. Out of the corner. The only reason each of you sub is so you can knock the other one off the screen. So, um, this is really tough. Like it's, they're really mold just for surgical, or like a cantrip or a fetch, something that won't get wasted right away. An ending would take care of an exploration. They kept 7, so it's gonna be one of those busted lands hands. It's gonna be like Mox Diamond Exploration, Loam, dead. Mox Diamond Exploration, like Taiga Saga, Loam, get murdered. And that Stifle's pretty weak. I'm gonna maul. Yeah, I like this a lot more. Oh shit, what? I think we ponder just to try to find more land drops. Yeah, that's great. Don't know if we want scrubland though, so let's just do it like this. We got ending for 4. Not that it'll matter, but again, pretty annoying if they just go like land loam. Like the wasteland against this is really really good. And this isn't even forced negation, so hitting a loam's not great. Well, that's good. Maybe they're just playing for Valakut exploration. They run two Valakut exploration. Waste. Man, that waste I hate to fucking say, huh? Run out the scrubland. What's in their hand? This is pretty odd. I can get wasted out of the game. I have. Oh, Crucible's pretty good. Oh, they wanted to get Crucible down with Pyroblast up? So we can ending that, which is good. So now they don't have red up, they don't have Pyroblast up, so I think we force. Oh, they're gonna crop rotate for the red source? Or nah, they must have mistapped. Because they went to tap this, like, to counter it. So, we can surgical the Valakut exploration. Which would be pretty funny. No, they only have one more in the deck, right? They run two. The only good thing about surgical, it would give me knowledge for if I want to play this whale. Whale just gets pyroblasted though, right? Which is kind of a tilt. Interesting. It's weird that they haven't cast loam. Do they could have endurance? I guess they haven't anything to punishing fire. I don't know what else would be in their hand. It's weird. I could see multiple Valakut explorations. I could have done this. In their hand, I fucking read it. Let's go. Let's go. It's a nice read, honestly. They do have Loam, though, so we can get wasted into Oblivion. And they have Punishing Fire, which is something else I was worried about. Yeah, this is like... The fact that I stole that from their hand is like, I'm like pretty proud of myself, but... I was right, yeah, it had to be a Punishing Fire, it had to be a red Elemental Blast, so I knew that. And then Loam is interesting. They must have just drawn Loam, because there was no reason not to play it early. This Brazen Bar is looking pretty bad versus this. They sandbagged the Taiga. Really have to draw well though, even after sniping those. So I can get the red elemental blast out of their hand, which I think I'll do. Like they're gonna, I'm gonna leave some good stuff in here. I'm gonna leave Surgical and Ponder for a Snapcaster probably. Like they're gonna blast it regardless. There's no reason to exile everything out of my yard. Unfucking real. That's such an insanely good draw with Wasteland and Loam. That's just fucking comical. Ugh. So they have Punishing Fire and Loam, get back Wasteland, play Wasteland. Or they can Wasteland first and then get 2 Wastelands back and Wasteland again. Yeah. Alright, we're probably dead here. Fucking nut draw. We have the top deck of Surgical for Wasteland now. We have the top deck like exactly Surgical. Damn, that's really unfortunate for us. Like, so fucking unfortunate. Alright, well, we have to do this. And we're dead, because they have a Wasteland in hand. Cool, good game. Damn, even though it played perfectly, didn't matter. Yeah, you needed, because again, even if I hold Surgical for like Surgical on Wasteland, because they had a Wasteland in play. So even if you like Surgical the Wastelands, they have one that does loam it back anyway. It's a lose-lose situation. The play was what we did, and then we just had to top deck another. So we could have top decked Surgical or Snapcaster, or brainstormed into Surgical or land Snapcaster. So and just bricked. That matchup seems like it was gonna be like when your Sinkholes and Dazes don't have text, even your Stifles, like none of that has text. You have to get really lucky. So. Sure. Get a black source. So you can try to sinkhole next turn. Petty theft to get rid of a token, and then sinkhole to tag the sagas. Pretty reasonable. Sure. Bounce that thing. Okay. Sure, that's good for us. So I could just, I think I'm just gonna plow and play whale. Get back sinkhole. Yeah, they're going for the last ditch echo. Yep. GG. Yeah, it's good to be aggressive with the whale. Forces them to do something. Yeah, they're on this stupid fucking deck. It's like the complete don't play magic. I'm gonna wheel you deck. So bringing some force negations. Surgicals. Oh, no rod, stony silence. What else do they have? No rods and stuff are all good. Plague Engineer for Thopter, maybe. Stifle. Don't do too much. I'm gonna fetch you, so you're not really gonna get them. Opposition agents are really only for the saga. We're up. Let's try this. Up a game. Damn, that sucks. Splashing away for Tep is interesting. I mean, these will have text after turn 3. I probably want... Probably want both, I guess. Like, our hope is just to not be dead by the time we could vindicate Tef, so... But they're probably just gonna go, like, Hull Breacher and we're dead. Makes sense. Oh, they top decked it now? Yeah. They have the draw step Dazen doing as well. Playing the Scrubland actually fucked us. I could have Mystic Sanctuaried back to Vindicate. Is this the Days Undoing? It's gonna fetch here. Ooh, that's pretty clutch actually. Snap Vindicate on we actually want to Vindicate Hole Breacher or Teferi. They don't have the wheel, right? So just give them one turn to hit a wheel. Because we just have to get the attack Teferi. Yeah, we got it. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, this deck's so hot and cold. Like, turn one Tef, force backup, and Hull Breacher, and it didn't matter. Where they have those hands where they can go like Petal Anti-Tomb, Hull Breacher, LED, you're dead. So. Let's go. Sucks. Better, bottom land. They're still just tanking on the Multi 6. Cool, cool, cool. Sure. Playing Emery would be pretty rude. It's just said that would be rude. No consideration, honestly. Well, that's good, so we can let it go. And just plow. What don't we want? Stifle, I think it's probably going to be weak. We could just plow and then ponder. Have Wasteland up next turn. Man, fucking sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna let that go since we have the snap plow whenever we want. Now we could teft the germ. Sheesh, these are some fucking draws, huh? Gotta let a thought cast go. Force pitching thought monitor. So I force pitching brainstorm. Now we have snap anything we want. We have Mystic Sanctuary, so. Okay. I don't think I want to stifle the draw of Ether Spellbomb. Seems pretty greedy. It's a pretty strong position though. I was gonna say, this fucking thumb on there, it's so irritating. So I could stifle the draw. And then snap plow it. Yeah, then you know what, I like that, because I can get a ponder with Mystic Sanctuary here. Try to find like a whale. Force plow is interesting. What's the worst thing they could draw? It's weird because we wanna. I guess we can draw force, so we have. Yeah, is force in two having a force up in 2 turns better than a random thing? Like what's a scary top deck here? Like a saga or something? Yeah, I guess I will shuffle it. Next turn we could bounce snap if we need to, which is always a nice play. Alright, pretty good position. Pretty good position. Okay. Do I want to just... They just flash on Brazen Bar, attack for 5, bounce snap. Hey, it's concede. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. So we could bring in I actually, versus this deck, I think I like Surgical. Because of Emery milling things into the yard, so I think Surgical is more reasonable. Obviously, these are the for sure ones. Dress down, especially if they're on the painter version, dress down is great. You could like dress down in response to painter on the stack. They won't get to pick a color, which is really good. And then we could, if we're worried about Psy, we could bring in Plague Engineers. Toxic Deluge is nice. There's another one where Stifle's not super good, I don't think. And let's say we don't want Surgicals for whatever it's worth. What would that leave us with? Daze is probably, I think Daze is probably really bad right against the Mox Opal Lotus Petal deck. There's nothing I really want to force even. Do we want Surgicals or Plague Engineers, I guess is the question. Probably Plague Engineers. They can attack also. Let's try this. Garbage. It's so fucking close to being keepable too. Go to Brainstorm. Sure. Okay. Probably pop that for a Saga. Which like, you know, we don't care. We have the good old dress down, so. Sinkhole's probably pretty good. We don't need the fourth land right away, I don't think. Painter exactly would be annoying. Sigh. I think since we have the... That's fine. Yeah, let's go after the old Ancient Tomb here. They have a lot of stuff to do with their mana. I think cutting them off any amount is good. We have a land on top. We'll fetch that away. And then we have we have the dress down, so. That's annoying. Let's try to find a plow, I guess. 2 cards left. Try to get this whale into play. We gotta find some removal pretty fucking quickly. They can even pop. Wow, they just naturally drew 2 sagas back to back. Try to find some removal for this. Alright, there we go. There we go. What do I want? I'm gonna dress down in Petty Theft, so I think I just want Ponder. It's a blue card for force. Next turn I can attack and get Sinkhole. Still gonna be a tough one to win for sure. Alright, so I can get Sinkhole and blow up the Saga. Oh, that's pretty good. So I can actually just get force back, I guess. Oh, I do need to find removal for so I'll waste now. If they make a person, yeah, then we can ponder into ending maybe. Forager is a blocker, so we can just make it like a real shitty Forager. I don't hate that, and then leave a ponder on top. This at least gives us a turn to figure something out. Yeah, another Saga, sure. Sure. Triple Saga, all good. Equip. Doesn't give like trample, right? No. God, I can get Mystic Sanctuary, but there's nothing to even get. It's like another ponder. Oh, these are good. So if I get one more turn, we should be good. What do I want to draw though? I guess I attack it, sinkhole this, and then draw dress down. Damn, Forager has been a boss. Though they could make a 1/1 and then equip that, right? Which would be it'd be lethal. So you just saw the Stony Silence on top. So this is +7. That's 8. Oh wait, I forgot because it's equipped. It keeps the power. Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't have any way out anyway. I had to shuffle and try to find like a ponder or something. But if they equipped here, it would have been what two set. Like I could like a plow wouldn't have gotten me out of it. Yeah, that sucks. All right, I'll just do the same thing. Think it was fine. Silly of me. There we go. Bottom plague engineer, I guess. Play a Psy. Depends how many artifacts they put out. Okay. Like a Stony or a Null Rod would be pretty great. I'm glad I kept Toxic Delusion instead of Plague Engineer. I revealed Force of Will and Snapcaster Mage. Sure. So they'll have 4 cards on their turn. It would, I'd say, it would really suck if they top decked the like Force blue card from like the 2 bubbles. Don't. God, that has to get forced, I think. I think they missed a land drop last turn also. Teferi? I'm gonna guess. Wasteland? There's only 2. Yeah, Teferi. Did I want to see what the 1 card is? Yeah, they do. I was like, that's pretty weird. Metallic. Wow. They had to burn a pedal, which is nice, but Metallic Rebuke. Fucking the best possible draw. Is that the 3rd Emery? Fuck, that's so tilting when people hit the best possible draw in top deck mode. Fuck. That's like impossible. There's no way we're gonna come back. Just one card is just gonna beat us. Damn. It was a close game until that. Use a lot of resources for that. Alright. Well. Damn, we were in a really good position after Delusion to Whale. And that's really unlucky. Yeah. Emery single-handedly won it. Got back pedal, the cast thought monitor, the found the AG tomb to make a servo. God, this card is so good. And it's like not unreasonable, it's just so good. But honestly, Metallic Rebuke is what won it probably. Yeah. There's no way I can come back from this. This is just like I don't even know. I guess if there's a card that would let me pretend to have a shot. Um, I could put back Wasteland to Ferry. Plow Emery. Go to 2, fetch, go to 1. Bounce the servo, get a plow. If they make one more token, I'm dead that way. We definitely don't want Wasteland. Could put back. Oh, wait, so we put back Plow. Play Tef. Oh, they needled it. Fuck. Oh my god. So if I just had plow this, take 2, then draw a random card, I don't think we're winning that though. But if I plow this, take 3, they make a token. Yeah, no. Damn. Emery off the top. This rebuke into Emery. Painful. Fucking painful. Well, this one I knew I was going to lose against lands. This one was like a coin flip. We can get crushed or we can crush them. And then the last one was we just came down to one card and lost. It's a real shame. Stifle's like we faced 3 decks where Stifle's just garbage, which is kind of funny. Lands into like chalice decks. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. This has been about an hour. Let's see if I can finish this whole league. If I have this is a fast game. I'll play the last one. I'm trying to work out. It's getting late. Well, that's good. I'll put Wasteland last, I guess. I don't know if I want a second Wasteland. Playing some Fair Magic. Elves. Uh, yeah, I definitely didn't want that wasteland, so. Oops. And then I don't play a fetch. So fucking stupid. Well, there's something in the wasteland, huh? Nice turn 3 whale. Sure. Oh, sinkhole, baby. Sinkhole, the wild growth, land. Whale in 2020. 2022 whales. And the wasteland. Yeah, sinkholes. But it's another. It's funny. It's like something else where stifle is not impressive really at all. Brainstorm's great. The other Brainstorm's probably worth it, right? Like Brainstorm's that good. And then I could play the whale, getting back Sinkhole Ponder. So hang on. What does Lair of the Hydra do? Till end of turn. XX. Interesting. Still playing, still battling. Good for them. There's really no point in attacking, so. No point in Mystic Sanctuary either, to be honest. I guess no, there is a point to Mystic Sanctuary, right? Because I can do it right now. No, I don't have black. Darn. So it's gonna have to wait a turn. Alright, so I just gotta get another blue source then. Okay. Ooh, Vindicate's great. So we get Sinkhole back. Like we're doing fine. Sure. So now I just attack with. I guess I don't really need this, right? Just get aggressive. Like they're just dead in the air. We have 4 mana to pay, so doesn't matter. Yeah, like we pay 4. So dead on board. Cool. We don't have any Narset effects, which is unfortunate when facing Enchantress. That's like the only way. So we have Plague Engineer for human. Cut the plows. Deluge isn't terrible, I don't think. Force negation is probably fine. Again, I think Stifle is trash. They're gonna draw so much. Dress down. We can like dress down and then like ending something, I guess. Or agent. Dress down or agent. I don't know what's better. It's probably pretty close. Let's try this. Sure. Not the sinkholiest hand, but it's has a nice daze. Ponder daze. Brazen. Turn 1 growth. Sprawl. Got a plains. You don't say. I should have pondered. Oh, the fuck I was thinking. With Sinkhole and Plague Engineer. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's a downside with leading with a non-black. You can't play Sinkhole if you top deck it. I'm actually going to let that go because we have the Plague Engineer on top. Yeah. I guess annoying if they draw like a card or two, but just having a permanent answer. Nymph. So this one will force pitching the Brazen Borrower, I think. Now you have like Sinkhole, maybe Snap Sinkhole. How do they have triple of this? Like, how is it even allowed? I'm actually gonna leave Sinkhole for Snap Sinkhole next turn. Paladin class, okay. I was like, if we get Ampton Ice, that would suck, but. Sweet. I'm gonna put the days back since we're gonna take their only land away. This is just really unfortunate for the opponent. Get Ponder back. We don't really need Force of Will right now. These whales are something else. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Let's see if we can salvage a 3-2. Like, even the losses were reasonable, so. Definitely a neat deck, but I just can't imagine how you beat lands unless you have, like, multiple Surgicals. Like, with Surgical, the Valakut out of their hand, and just, because you have to play around Wasteland. Like, you don't have Needles either. Like, if you can Needle Wasteland or something, because you can get Wasteland locked. They can Saga you, they can Exploration you, they can P-Fire you. They just have so many answers. They have Blast for the Whale post board, just really tough. And then, yeah. Deluge has been good. Yeah, I don't know what I would. Maybe Pith Needle. Kind of Pith Needle would probably be good. Maybe you can cut Opposition Agent because your Doomsday match was probably pretty good. With like all the stifles, dress downs, days, force, tough. You just have like a lot of powerful cards against that. So I mean, you could fit a couple needles in for Wasteland, or just more things that'll help you interact versus lands. I don't know what else it would be though. All right, let's finish it out. Let's go. Have a nice quick. It'll be about 90 minutes. It's looking like, which is pretty ideal. Ooh, facing a reanimator player. Alright, so it should be a quick one. Garbage, garbage, good, good. So, and we're on the draw, so we can't, like, don't have that turn 2 sinkhole. Gonna be a lot less powerful. Triple surgical versus reanimators is solid, though. So you bring in Fawns, surgicals, agents, maybe, if it is reanimator. World Gorger, Reanimator, whatever you want to call it. Okay. If you have like land, unmasked Blackheart, Dark Rit, Entomb, Reanimator, whatever, yep. Not much to be done. Stifle is funny because Stifle is actually a lot better versus the World Gorger deck. You Stifle the Animate Dead and Dance of the Dead. So it does have more game than the traditional one. Okay. Okay. Unmask, Entomb, Unmask, Reanimate, you got me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the tank was, but okay. So now we wait till our turn to plow this. See, they should have. I think they should have done it then. I think they messed up on their sequencing. They did on my upkeep. I would have had to like fetch a blue card, and I only had Underground Sea in hand, so I actually wouldn't have had white to plow. So yeah, they messed that up. Which is I'm grateful for. Yeah. Cool. And now we have Whale. If we get to untap with Whale, we should be pretty strong position. Next turn we could Sinkhole, attack, and then have double days up. So I'm actually gonna. It's more mana efficient to Vindicate it, but I might need to Vindicate like a creature if something weird happens, so I'll just play it safe. I don't think mana efficiency will matter too much, to be honest, so. Cool. Winning game one first round, thanks to a little bit of a misplay, is very fortunate for us. So bringing surgicals, opposition agents, probably force negations. So Plat actually did something then, but I still think it's pretty bad. Or even sinkholes. Like, I don't think sinkholes in the draw are super good. Maybe something like that. Let's go. Try to finish it up on a high note. See if we can bang out the 3-2 with this pretty sweet deck. Easy mulligan. They kept 7. No turn 1 interaction. I'm gonna take a little while to think about this one, even though it's obviously a keeping. We'll put back Vindicate and Scrubland. They didn't have a turn one, which is pretty great for us. I think that favors us. Not sure what's happening. It's a pretty weird 7 that they kept. Pay X life, then look at the top X cards they deliver. Okay. Oh, they bring in Sedgemoor Witch and Chain of Smog? That's pretty funny. So they paid 5 life. Okay. So I'm glad I left the 3 plows in then. Yeah, Grief pitching Chain of Smog. So I'm gonna stifle the Thoughtseize trigger. Hmm. Maybe I surgical the Griefs here. And then that lets me know what I want to keep in my hand. Dark Ritual and Tomb Animate Dead. Wow. So they hit the nuts. And Cabal Therapy was the only way to take them both. Let's see. So they have 1 Grizzle. So they cut 3 of those. What else do they cut? One Animate Dead. Because they brought in a lot of cards. It's weird. I don't know what they cut. It just seems like they brought in just a ton. 4 Sedgemoors, 4 Chain of Smogs. Hmm. Now it says brainstorm. I guess try to find like a daze. I'll probably name surgical here. Hiding opposition agent is yeah. But we have daze, so they can't go for it. Oh, if they had the they missed a land drop. Yeah, so we had no way to play around this. God, it's so frustrating when you make no mistakes and the no cantrip deck hits it. Had to be fucking therapy too. Thoughtseize and they had grief into that. How could I have played it differently? I don't think there was a way. I was gonna name surgical either way, but I don't think you played the first one. Like, yeah, you're gonna name surgical either way. That's the whole point. Like, I know you're like you're gonna name surgical, and it's not about that. It's about me seeing your hand to know if I want to brainstorm or what I want to look for. Like if you have the turn one, if I need to hold keep the second surgical, or if you're just like trying to set up a 2-turn thing. So that's like the main reason why. Because yeah, like if they're gonna name surgical either way, then I should surgical. Alright, so like, there's nothing I can do here. They're just gonna. God, what an insane, yeah. Land, dark red, and 2 animate dead. I had to hit force blue card here. Days wasn't good enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. Let's just try to be on the play. See how that goes. But like literally just like the first sentence contradicts the other one. Like saying I did telegraphs I have another. Like it's not about that. Uh, could got a wasteland for a plow since they just run like 15 swamps or something like that. 10 swamps. Let's just try this. But yeah, therapy. Therapy's a hell of a drug. Damn, these hands are just like. I'm gonna keep this against like the 4 grief 4 and mask hand, especially with how they had played before. Like, especially grief into therapy. Oof. Oof. It's nasty. I don't know, maybe you guys tell me when you watch the video. When you watch the VOD, maybe I'm not supposed to surgical, but losing both surgicals is such a beating. Or maybe I'm not supposed to stifle grief, but then they would have known I had 2 surgicals. Like, so I think. And they pick brainstorm. Okay, sure. Do they have? If they have dark rit and tomb reanimate, we're fucked. So. Sure. Grief therapy. Yeah, yeah. Taking ponder. Alright. See if we just get lucky. It's not the worst draw on the deck. Oh, I'm supposed to force that. What the fuck is the matter with me? That was so fucking so. That was so silly. Like obviously, it's like literally the second it resolved. Like, oh man. Mm. Yeah, just let it go. Yeah, it's such an easy force. Like, I was just in such a mode. Like, yeah, it resolves. So silly. Oh well, if I lose, I deserve to lose. Like then this is just a punt on my part, so I feel less bad. Do I want to play this? Yeah, there might be some world I want to just cast like all my stuff. These draws have just been fucking comical though. Like draw extra entombs. Draw your Sedgemoor witches. Alright. So I can let this resolve and then petty theft it, right? Or I could just not even mess around. There we go. Whew. Not punished for letting the Entomb resolve. Concession. Got the 3-2. Alright, 3-2. 3-2 is really not too bad, all things considered. Tef was excellent. We didn't face a lot of decks that Stifles were great at. The two we lost to were a coin flip and a very unfavorable matchup. So, I'm not sure how you would plan for exactly lands. You can run back to basics. Winter Orb? You know, something like that maybe, since you're like very mana tight. Like your like threes is like your highest, so maybe Winter Orb or something would help that. So, um, rip another rag of it? No, some garbage. All right, I'm calling it. But the deck was pretty sweet, so definitely follow me on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube. For the free options. Subscribe on Twitch if you wanna. You get some Bezo bucks. And all right, well, hope you enjoyed it.